Battle stations, battle stations. This is not a drill. In this video, let's look at Commander of Z-Force, my custom G.I. Joe classified skipper, aka Captain Grant James Campbell. So let's talk about him on TAKTAK Toys With Film. So welcome back to TAKTAK Toys With Film, your home of 1/12 scale or 6-inch movie-based action figures and customs, also of my own design. Always outnumbered, never outgunned. So as you can see in the following photo coming up, this is the original Z-Force Captain Campbell next to a custom based on the G.I. Joe classified Flint body. That's what I also used for my version of Skipper. Now I completely repainted the figure, so even the face, the eyes, everything is a complete repaint. So I like to do that myself because I like to give my customs the look of being a different person rather than making it just Flint in a different costume. I like to paint them from head to toe. So the process I use in essence is preparing the figure, the joints, by dremeling them and sanding them to make sure there's no paint rub. Then after that, basically applying primer and then applying the base layers of paint, as you can see here. So as I say, this is my custom skipper from Action Force characters from the 1980s that were essentially the UK's answer to G.I. Joe. Nowadays, of course, we have G.I. Joe classified by Hasbro and the excellent Valaverse representation of Action Force. But yeah, this is my take on Skipper, aka Captain Grant James Campbell. He's the leader of Z-Force, the British contingent in the fight against enemy forces. And in a minute, you'll see the base body that I used to create Skipper, which is G.I. Joe classified Flint, and that will be coming up here, so you can see a sort of comparison as to what how my final product, my custom, turned out. And this is the base body I used, so you can see here that's what Flint looks like. So yes, here is Skipper in action, and let's go over the articulation. So as I say, he's completely repainted, as you can see here in a moment. Let's go over his weapons in fact first. So he comes with Flint's shotgun that you can see here, that comes with the G.I. Joe classified figure. It's got a sort of open bit, yeah, it's gonna, as you can see in a minute, it opens up. Yep, and there you go, where we'd add shells. He's always finding it a bit much already, old Skipper. He comes with a handgun, a sidearm here, which is again Flint's sidearm, which you can see there. Again, both of these have been fully repainted. It's the same sort of process as what I do in the figure. I sand down the weapons, prime them and repaint them. So let's go through the articulation. As you can see there, head goes up and down, side to side. Arms go out to 90. You've got full shoulder rotation, double jointed elbows. Wrists go out 360. Again on the other side, double jointed elbow in action there. Full shoulder rotation, sorry. Full wrist rotation 360. The waist is sort of hindered by the vest, so that there's sort of limited articulation there. You've got full thigh swivel and double jointed knees, which you're going to see now, and then a boot cut, which you're going to see now, yeah, and ankle articulation. So basically all the articulation you expect on any standard G.I. Joe classified action figure. And you'll see the other one, exactly the same thing. Yep, double jointed knees, boot cut there, thigh swivel, which you can see in action again. But yeah, full range of articulation and no paint rub because I prepped the figure beforehand. And here's Skipper again, getting ready for combat. Getting ready for combat. And this happened then when I was just after done the articulation, the hand broke off. Now this does happen sometimes when customizing the peg. I must have dremeled it too much or prepped too much and it snapped. But I did sort of make a recovery. It's just sometimes what happens with figures. I got a Marvel Legends hand and placed it on it. This is the original hand put back for the rest of these photos. Later on though, you will see the Marvel Legends hand that I used to replace it. But yeah, here he is with the hand replaced. It was able to sort of sit back on the peg, but obviously I can't use the articulation anymore until I replaced it. So I heated up the peg, pulled it out and replaced it. But here he is next to Valaverse Sergeant Slaughter from Action Force. For a size comparison, they're about the same size. And here we are next to my other custom, which is Toph. And this is a G.I. Joe custom. He's another member of Z-Force. There is a video in the description below, in the comments below, for my classified custom Toph. So you can see that video, check the comments below. So he's basically standard size. He'd fit in with your classified G.I. Joe classified figures and your Valaverse figures. As shown here, here is two Valaverse Action Force Delta Troopers side by side. The Deltas are two of my favourites in Action Force, as well as Trigger. I have quite a few Delta troops. I've built up a bit of an army, but as you can see here, fits great alongside them. So great for size comparisons. As you can probably tell, that the hand is just sort of hanging off a little bit there. But yes, I did sort of replace it later. And oh, it's all a bit too much for Skip already. There we go. He's adjusted himself. Losing a hand made him feel a bit less handy, so it was all a bit too much for him. But yeah, a full repaint, as I say. Yeah, just like basically Dremeled all the joints, primed the figure, a few layers of primer. That's so the paint will stick to the surface easier, and then yeah, painted him up. And I used the original 3 3/4 Action Force Skipper as a sort of guide. And here he is next to G.I. Joe Classified Sergeant Slaughter and some Delta Troopers, sort of on manoeuvres. And I've added the Armoured Spider-Man fist, which I had as a spare as a replacement fist. And here he is showing off Yo Joe! And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button, comment and subscribe. Have you got any customs in your collection? Do you collect G.I. Joe Classified? Do let me know in the comments below. And for some other videos on my G.I. Joe Classified customs, such as the Espionage Viper, such as Toff, shown here, check the comments below and you can sort of see some of my other custom videos on the other customs that I've made. And another one I've made is Blaine Bunker Buster Mac, and again that video will be in the comments below. And for all the latest film and TV review, check out Film and TV Review YouTube channel, and a link for that will be in the comments below. And like I say, if you make your own customs, let me know in the comments below on what you customize. And I do have a video of my G.I. Joe Classified 007. You can check that out in the comments below. And for all the latest live streams and reviews on Marvel Legends, check out Dan Who Reviews with co-host Rich M. Weekly for action figure reviews in the UK. Check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. For action figure reviews stateside and toy hunts, check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. For action figure reviews in Ireland, check out Brian's Action Figure Reviews. Feel free to check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. For Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions and more, check out Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. You can also check out Austin, the Hero of Collectors. And finally, check out the 3POA podcast, and links for all those YouTube channels will be in the comments below. And again, just a reminder, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And so here's, like I say, here's Skipper with Sergeant Slaughter and the Delta Troops. And for great places to pre-order and purchase action figures, you can check out Props and Replicas. Feel free to check out Comics and Cocktails. You can also check out the whole shebang. And for your Action Force needs, you can check out Props and Replicas, but for anything else, like say exclusives, you can check out Valaverse, and they do international shipping for all your Action Force needs. So links for everything will be in the comments below. And feel free to check out all the cool stuff. You can also check out Star Action Figures. And why not check out Kapow Toys? And you can also check out Gobsmack Comics. And finally, why not check out In Demand Toys? And links for all these UK independent sites and Valaverse, excellent Valaverse in the US, in the comments below. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video. That's Skipper, the leader of Zed Force. Thanks for watching. As always, your support makes these videos possible. I used a few different apps, including a face sort of app, which brought Skipper to life, and here it is. But yeah, again, thanks for watching my videos. Hope you enjoy them. And until next time, make sure that you enjoy those flicks and figs.